we're gonna, before, like the video, because we're doing a Banlist match. We don't know what the other one's gonna do. Hopefully we don't tackle the same card. Yeah, I'm talking about a card that needs to come off the ban list.
Me too.
Damn, because this could hit us both. Alright, we're gonna say it on 3. Like, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I was a Super Rejuvenation. Alright. Super Rejuvenation, I'm gonna say mine, because mine's pretty cut and simple. Super Rejuvenation was banned because of the Dragon Ruler format. Dragon Rulers are banned, and because it promoted Exodia through the Blue Eyes mechanic, when nowadays, in my opinion, I think that if Super Rejuvenation went to 1, Super Rejuvenation, because they made new Blue Eye support, they made the Priest and a couple other ones, and the new Red Eye support. They are promoting, in my opinion, the right kind of Dragon support. And Dragons could always use a little boost in speed.
No, they don't. Dragons are the strongest archetype.
They're the strongest archetype, but not the fastest archetype. Because out of both the Red Eye support and the Blue Eye support, I believe that they are good, but they are good 2-3 base deck. And I don't even think if they had Super Rejuvenation, it would put them into overgear.
I don't think
if they just had one copy. And I would believe that, you want to know something? If it's a deck that's tier 2, tier 3, and because I want to use Red Eyes as a prime example, they're the kind of deck where, in my opinion, don't really need a big boost. But if they had it, it would just be handy. I think it would be a handy, good spell card for them.
You think you're slick. You think you're just going to get away with saying this shit. See, you try to make an argument while avoiding one.
Honestly, I'm being completely honest with you and the internet. I had nothing else to talk about. It was either this or Future Fusion, and there was no way I was going to help Shadalls. So take this for what it is.
Heretics.
Yeah, but Heretics aren't topping.
It's not about what's topping. It's about if you take this card that is banned and you throw it in the game, what can abuse it?
Yeah, but they had it. They actually, Heraldics were around when that card was around, and I don't even think that they used it. Plus,
with the new Blue Eyes.
And don't you have to discard cards? They don't discard.
No, it's about tributing.
Is it tributing the ritual? Like I'm pretty sure Super Rejuvenation, every time like you discard a dragon or something, you get to like.
Well, guess what? When you use them, you can just tribute from the hand. Because it's still the same.
I just feel like it's kind of like, it's not a necessity, but even if they had it, they only get the draws toward the end phase anyway. It's just one of those things where, and plus if it's only one in the deck, you know how rare it is that they're going to draw that shit?
No, easy as they're going to draw that shit if you put them in with fucking Heretics mixed with the new Blue Eye support, and then guess what? They're all light monsters. Guess who might else show up to the fucking party? Jay fucking D. You think you're fucking slick. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on in the game. I'm up. I read the newspaper. I read the tabloids. I know what's going on in the world.
You want to know what the only excuse I'll say is, let's just say we're going to live in a fantasy land where Super Rejuvenation was at 1 right now, and every deck would be using it. I still don't think that deck would be the mainstream deck outclassing Magispectors, Cosmos, and fucking PP or whatever.
I don't know what the fuck.
So, but that's the thing. If they're not categorizing, like fighting them with if they're not doing this, fucking with all of them on their tip of their scale, I feel like, then
it can come back. But no, see, here's my thing with Konami. I feel like if a deck can get brought up to the point where it's almost in the conversation, and it's a deck that they don't want, and it's old, it's like that deck had its time. They're like, no, you can't come back. You had your time. But we're not going to give you nothing to
Well, I said, I'm not using it as an analogy for Heraldics. I'm using it
for Blue Eyes.
Yeah, I'm using it for mainly Blue Eyes and for the Red Eye support, which is new things that they are supporting.
Nobody's really playing though. Not nowhere near as many people playing Red Eyes are playing. People are always gonna play Blue Eyes. It is a fan favorite card. The same way
that's what I'm saying.
People are always gonna play Blue Eyes. So Blue Eyes doesn't need to be competitive. Blue Eyes just needs to get shit every once in a while. People are gonna buy it because people fucking love Blue Eyes. Why they don't do this for Dark Magician? I don't fucking know. Conspiracy theory, maybe because his name is Dark and they don't trust dark people. I don't know.
It used to be a card that was at 3. It was. It went from 3 to banned.
Yep. And I feel like that was just a fuck up on Konami's part. Like they forgot that card existed.
But you want to know what it is? I feel like it's a card that was able to be around 3 and then pushed to 1. I feel like it should be at 1.
It should have just got that little 1. Just
I feel
put it at 1, see what it does.
But you want to know what it? But I think it was Dragon Rules that really pushed them over the edge, sealing the deal. And I feel like it was banned for the same reason Dragon's Ravine was banned. But Dragon's Ravine slowly went back to 3.
Dragon Unity's can use that.
And I feel like deep down it could be just a card that would be used at 1.
The card with the ability of, I think when it's destroyed or some shit when it's on the field, you can use traps from your hand. And people are like, yo, that's too crazy. That's too broken. broken. Who uses those type of trap cards? Because the best type of trap cards are...
I would use the same...
best type of trap cards are in responses to a summoning and attacks. Those are the best type of trap cards you got in the game.
I will say two things to your argument.
What?
One is the same argument.
And then I feel like trap cards aren't, people know, nobody's running 10 trap cards anymore.
The two arguments that I'm going to do is, one is the same argument that I have for the for Super Rejuvenation. If you want to,
especially because no deck can really abuse it, but the fact that he's level 4 and he's kind of generic.
But the only thing I'll give you with him is two things. I'll give you the fact of that, but it's one of those things you have to see it a little through my eyes. Super Rejuvenation, like I said before, is one of those cards where it's really good if you would draw it. It's still 1, which means you're probably not going to draw it.
But the fact that you can plus off more than one card with it, if he was at 1, you only get that one shot to use him.
But the one thing is, he's not a card that is going to be easily drawn. And then the other little thing about him that I would say that's like,
he can be searched out. Summon a monk. He's level 4. Yeah. He can be searched out. He's not that hard.
I know, but still. But
he's not that. I understand why he's banned, but I think in like today's game, especially since Pendulum Monsters are spell cards, they're just more. People are less likely to play a bunch of trap cards. People are like Compose. Compose is at 1. It's like Ring of Destruction. That's not gonna really let you win the game. Like there's no trap cards.
I know there's something out there that abuses
from your
him.
Hand. It's just
something abuses him that I can't put my finger on.
Not in today's game. I looked it up. Why this card is banned? And it was just like, I got the argument, but I just felt like the argument isn't strong enough. There's the fact of like trap cards. There's like the trap cards are crazy.
There was a certain trap card that worked with him. It's bothering me. After doing research, it's because of Exodia.
No, it's not.
It's because of Exodia.
You saw one little deck list of cards that were already...
Grappa doesn't lie to me.
I think, but in that Exodia build, there was a card in there that was banned.
Which card?
I gotta go through all of this.
It's just a draw factor.
I don't see where that card is. Oh, that's not a reason to ban this card. Because then how's he getting in the graveyard? How is he getting destroyed? Oh, so that means you have to draw Foolish Barrier. So that means you gotta work real hard to draw Foolish Barrier. So the thing is...
You have all these drawing cards. Of course you're gonna get them.
It lets you use Rush Recklessly and Legacy of the Valiant, Jaw of Greed, and Housekeeping. So guess what? Oh, it turns into a troll deck. Well, guess what? Fucking Royal Magical Library's been out since fucking forever.
Yeah, and you're trying to ban Royal Magical Library, making a Banlist bans about a card that you think breaks the game. Then you're saying take away things like Last Turn and all these things.
But
like
you can banish this.
And then you're telling everybody on the internet being mad hypocritical, saying that you want to promote Exodia. You don't even. Wait a minute.
In the game
you still play Yu-Gi-Oh. You still play Yu-Gi-Oh. And you use Exodia. I know you still got those 5 pieces in your deck at home.
I don't have them in a deck.
Yes, you do. You got them. I know you're promoting Exodia. You want to ruin all our lives.
No.
I never thought I'd ever see the day. We have to get out of here, Underground. We're leaving.
Card in graveyard, relying on a Foolish Burial. That is way too much work.
You're lying.
It's not. It's not. Nah, it's not that big of a deal. Calm down.
We respected you, Spidey, up until not acting mad fly, but you're in the business with Konami.
No, the video I did.
Oh my God, look at that watch. But yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Like the video, 800 likes, Gaga Cowboy, those like buttons.
Why don't you Exodia those like buttons?
Obliterate it, obliterate that shit, and let's see if we can get 800 likes and see the segment continue. Don't forget to comment down below other suggestions of cards you think should be banned or unbanned, and don't forget to check out our individual channels and our Facebook page, which are in the links down below. Check those shits out. I have nothing else left to say.
Me either.